Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to say something to you guys. I wanted to explain something. So on January 23rd, I got pulled over in Richmond Hill, Georgia, for going 85 miles per hour and 70 mile per hour on Interstate 95 going back to Jacksonville. I was in South Carolina over the weekend when that happened. I was visiting my dad because he was working on a project for his job, and I had a good weekend with my dad, and it was just a normal day for me when I was leaving. My dad went to work. I got up, took a shower, got packed up, and hit the road. I stopped, got something to eat, and then I stopped close to Beaufort, South Carolina, got something to eat, and then I was on the interstate for quite a while. I didn't stop for a while because I was driving, and then I was going past Richmond Hill, Georgia. It was a beautiful day out, and I was in the fast lane on I-95 South. And these people, they were going fast, too, because some people, they like to go, like, 90 on the interstate, which, I mean, heck, that's fast. And I was in the fast lane trying to go with the flow of traffic, and I saw the cop on the emergency pull-off, because, you know, that's where the cops like to sit, because they clock people's speed. And I went past the cop, and I saw him pull out, because I was watching him. I saw him in the mirror. I was like, oh, shoot, I'm screwed. I started getting nervous, and he got behind me, he put on his lights. Because I was watching him in my rearview mirror, and I pulled, and I had to pull over, put on my blinker to get over, and I put on my hazards. I pulled out my driver's license, my vehicle registration paper, and my insurance card to hand to the officer. I handed it to the officer, and the officer explained to me why I got pulled over. And it took him a few minutes. He went back to his car to do the ticket. He told me he was going to write me a ticket, and I had to sign something for him because he had a copy of the ticket, and I had a copy as well. And he told me I could pay it online or I can go to the courthouse and pay it. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay it online so that way I don't have to go to traffic court and have to tell the judge what I did, because I don't want to drive back up to Georgia and go to traffic court. I can just pay it online. And luckily, it was a 0-point citation because I had to call the Richmond Hill Police Department and see if it was a 0-point citation or not. And luckily, it was a 0-point citation, which is a good thing. And guys, don't speed, especially if you're a new driver. Do not speed, because I certainly learned my lesson. If you speed, you're going to risk getting pulled over, and you could potentially lose your driver's license. I could have lost my license, but luckily I didn't because I was going 15 over. Just remember, if you're going 30 plus, that's automatic jail time right there. Your license will be suspended, and you will go to jail. You could, I don't know if you could go to prison for that, but I know you can go to jail, and the fines will be well above $1,000 plus your insurance goes up. I'm working on getting it paid off. I've got enough money to pay it right now, but I'm working on a plan. I need to renew my insurance because if I paid it off right now, the insurance would go up and it would stay up for like 3 to 5 years depending on how old you are. So I'm still waiting on paying it, but I've got the money to pay it off. Right now, I'm still saving it. I ain't going to spend that money because that money's going towards my traffic ticket, and as soon as I pay it off, I'll be good to go. I'm just very lucky I didn't get any points on my driver's license, because if I would have gotten points, I could have had to do I could have had to done that. I would have had to do that driver's license testing for Georgia, even though I have a Florida driver's license, and I was out of state when I got pulled over. So yeah, I figured I'd tell you guys why I got pulled over and all that. I've been careful ever since, because as soon as the cop said I was free to go, I got back on the interstate safely, and I did about, I think, I was going between 70 to 75. People were going about 75, so I set my cruise control on 75 and just cruised down the highway. And, I totally learned my lesson there, and then after I got back on the highway, I stopped at a gas station so I can go get some gas, and it was I had a lot going through my head, because I was still thinking about when I got pulled over, and the next day when I had to go to work, it was in my head, and I just couldn't get out of my head. Like, I was getting super nervous. My anxiety was growing. I almost literally couldn't think straight. I was, thinking about how I regretted getting pulled over, and trust me, that's a tough time to deal with when you get pulled over. And if you get pulled over and you do not pay your traffic ticket before the court date, there will be an arrest warrant made for you, and you will be arrested for not paying your ticket, and you could spend up to 2 months in jail and have a fine of up to $1,000. That's why I'm working to pay it off, because, I don't want to get arrested and have to go to jail for 2 months. I'm not doing that. Yeah, if you get pulled over, be sure to pay it off. You can go to court to pay it, or pay it online. It just depends on where you live, because in some places you have to go to court to pay it, and in some places you can pay it online too, or go to court, because the states, they differ. But luckily for me, I can pay it online, so I don't have to go back into Georgia. So that way I don't have to go to the courthouse or have to go to the clerk's office at the courthouse to pay off the ticket. I can just pay it online, which is a good thing. I'm glad I can do that. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to tell you what happened, why I got pulled over. Definitely don't speed. I learned my lesson, guys, especially if you're a new driver. And always remember, when you're going on road trips, be sure to be prepared in case you get pulled over. Have your driver's license, your vehicle registration paper, and your insurance card ready to hand to the officer when you get pulled over. Always have that ready. So that way, when you get pulled over, you're already prepared. And I was already prepared before I took my road trip. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to smash the like and subscribe. I got some new videos and streams coming up soon. I've been really busy with work, and I'm sorry when I streamed on my PlayStation, my mic wasn't working. I'm going to work on getting a new capture card for my computer where I can stream through my PlayStation and y'all be able to hear me. But be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at PJ727. All right, and thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.